Hello, brothers. Hello. So, I shared with you what has been the biggest challenge in relationship for me after studying social dynamics, man and woman interactions and attraction, and after so much time studying, going out and testing, exploring, I think this is the biggest challenge I'm facing, and it's the following: is the fact that a part of me now believes that the real me, the authentic part of myself, is not able to generate attraction with women, but it's only the new character that I built along the way in all this time that is able to actually generate some bond, connection, and intimacy, and to make them wet, basically. Okay, I'm a guy. I don't care about lies anymore, man. I don't like to share lies. I don't like lies in general. I just try to look for the truth, or at least to get as close as I can to truth. And I don't like to be politically correct, because I think if we get too politically correct, then there is no conversation. Then we are just blind. I don't want to be blind. I want to see reality for what it is, and to stand it, to be able to take it. Because most of the people are just avoiding reality, are avoiding to say, okay, maybe I'm just fat, for example. No, you cannot say you're fat because it's not nice, and but he's just fat, man. Like, okay, I'm not gonna, try to make fun of him, but he's fat, and that's what it is. And okay, this was just to clarify that I like to be honest, and I like to look for truth. And so what I've seen, and I don't know if you can share this with me if you've been in my shoes, because maybe you've been like me, like a guy that was very introverted. It was very difficult for you to just go out, to just talk with women and to meet women, and you had zero women in your life. Maybe like me, until I was 22, I was virgin. It was impossible. I never even kissed a girl until 21, and it was only when I actually find out about pickup game, social dynamics, and I started to go out, work on myself, implement a few tricks, all of that I started to have finally some results. And when you go ahead in the journey, especially maybe you pay someone, you hire a coach, you read books, you push in the process, you go out, you challenge yourself, then you have results. And that's the problem. The problem is that you have results. The problem is that you're getting fucking results. And maybe at the beginning you're super happy and you say, wow, that's amazing, I'm banging women finally, I can go out in a club, I can pick up a woman, bring her back, have sex, and maybe we can also have a relationship, and wow, it's crazy, it's powerful, this stuff is powerful, it works. And that's the problem, because what is telling you after a while, maybe at the beginning you're happy because you only see the results, because you have been craving for female attention for so long, and now you can have it, now you can seduce women, now you're learning, but then after a while, maybe this is a little bit of an advanced topic, in this journey at least. Of course, it's not a beginner topic, but you get my point. After a while, on a subconscious level, there is a voice in you that is telling you, hey man, no one is in love with you for what you really are. They don't like you, they don't like the real you, they just like this new character that you built, but it's not you. And then you understand that you cannot even sustain this character. Maybe you pick up a woman in a nightclub, whatever, then you like her and you start a relationship, and slowly you see that this character that you built and that you were able to stand the first night, the second night, the third night, is slowly fading away. And the real you, the authentic you, the you that is just being you without any fucking agenda, without playing any role to achieve any result, they don't like it. Is making them fucking dry over a long time. And then you see this shift in their eyes, in the way they treat you. And because you studied all this stuff, you know what's happening. You're not blind anymore. You're not naive. When you don't know, you're naive, and that's fine, because you're like, they call it blue pill. You don't know what's going on. That's love. Fucking monkey is playing. and you say, oh, okay, it's love and it's what it is, and God, please, and blah blah blah. But then you study these dynamics. You know that there are some rules behind. You start to learn them, and you see how it works, and you're not blind anymore. Now you know, and that's the problem. You know, that's the problem. And another problem I see is that you that is connected to what I'm saying is that slowly you realize that women like this type of guy, this archetype. I'm generally speaking, of course, I'm generalizing. There are exceptions, but generally speaking, they're attracted to this type of guy that you're not, and that you maybe don't even want to be. I don't want to be like muscular and like I don't want to be a narcissist. I don't know, super like achiever, famous status and kind of guy. They like that. They like that. Like, look at Dan Bilzerian, you know, this is just pure, it's just showing us that they like that. You know, they like these muscular, strong, powerful guys. He has like women flying over from, I don't know, from the other part of the world just to bang him, just to stay with him one night, just to be in a normal, you know, sorry, in an Instagram story. You know, and you say, why, you're such a sweet woman, why don't you find a good man that cares about you, you develop a beautiful bond, you have life together? No, they don't want that. They would rather share this like high value man instead of settling down for a lower value man, but that is there, that cares about them. So that's the point. You see, you start to play this character, because I tell you guys, when like it was, I think 6 years ago, yeah, it was 24, 25, and I was living in Milan, Italy, big city. I was going out a lot, studying a lot, watching a lot of videos and about seduction, and then I was implementing in real life what I was learning. And brothers, I had so many results. I had periods in my life where I was sleeping with three girls per week. And yes, one side of me thought, wow, it's cool. But the other side of me thought, fuck, I hate these women because they like this person I'm not. They like this, and I was being very mean, very, very narcissistic, very like ego obsessed, like dismissing them a lot, you know, just being playful, naughty, but bad guy, like kind of bad guy vibe, very present, gazing deeply, you know, talking with everyone. So I was studying all these dynamics, and I was playing this character half drunk. It was working. That's the problem. And I was angry because I was having sex with these women, and then in my mind after sex, I was thinking like, fuck, I hate you because you just slept with me. You just slept with a narcissistic, ego-centered motherfucker. After half an hour, we met in a club, in a bar, you know, because you like this stuff. You like this type of man. And I hate this because I played this character for so long that it kind of broke me, kind of divided me in two people. I don't want to be that, and I'm not that at all. It's like a character. It's like I'm pressing a button and okay, pick up mode, boom, you know? And you're behaving differently. But my experience, honestly, I'm 31 almost, you know? And I think I actually never really had any woman coming closer to me, trying to enter in my life, being seduced by me being myself, being my honest self, my pure, simple, caring, nice guy kind of vibe self. Never. And so that's what is fucking me up. That's my biggest challenge, you know, to accept this. This is about acceptance, guys. I don't have any if you're facing the same problem, if you're struggling the same pain, I tell you, I don't have an answer. But what I'm doing, I'm trying to accept that this is our nature. As human beings, we are like fucking monkeys. You don't see them right now, but they're there fighting for I don't know what kind of reasons. But we come from that. We are like them. We are animals. And girls like big alpha guy, blah, 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 and powerful, strong, doesn't give a fuck about anything. Again, I'm generally speaking. And guys like good genetic. We like beautiful women, you know? And So my journey now is trying to really accept and integrate this part of human nature. You know, this is like more, let's say, superficial. Maybe it's not the right word, but it's more like a how we work on a very biological level. And I don't want to have any type of discussion where, oh, it's not fair, oh, it's not nice. Brothers, no one said that we will ever reproduce. Women are doing selections. That's what they're doing, you know, unconsciously. And if you talk about this with a woman, she's gonna be blind. She's gonna probably be naive and blind about everything I just said now. She's gonna be like, oh no, but I like a nice guy that is there for me, that cares about me, and blah 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 blah. But then they sleep with a bad guy. And what I like about these communities, there are many, and that brought so much awareness about social dynamics, men and women attraction, and is that they base their study on a very raw behavioral psychology type of vibe, type of knowledge, you know. So they don't listen what women say. They look at what they do, and that's what they do. And I'm generally speaking, and I will tell you, the only cases I see that there is a difference, maybe I'm not gonna say the only cases, but I saw that there are some cases where you can really break these rules in life. And those are people that are on a more advanced on this like spiritual journey. People that are really, but they really have experiences of melting with this cosmic consciousness, and they really stepped ahead in this, let's say, spiritual journey. They work in a little, like slightly different way. They can really get detached by the body and by this like instinctual and like biological drivers and forces inside us. And if you think about this, just think about these monks that they go out and live in a cave for 10 years. That's fucking crazy, you know. Or these monks that lives in the jungle, and I've seen some here in India. It's crazy. Sadhus and yogis, they practice all these sadhana exercises and yoga and pranayam, and they have so many, and they just live out in the woods. And this is going against all the laws of nature, because this is not safe. This is not following our instinct. This is actually going against our instinct of you know, having a safe life. And but they do it because they're looking for something higher, you know. They're more aware than normal people, and these people can really kind of break through these very strong biological forces that we have inside as animals, because we are animals at the end of the day. And that's it. So yes, this is the video, brothers. This is my challenge. This is the biggest challenge, to accept for reality for what it is. And I think it take a very grown-up man to do that, to say, okay, that's what it is. But even another thing that I want to share with you guys that is helping me in the process is, I'm not giving so much power to relationship, and I'm seeing relationship more as a tool to really develop and to really like expand our consciousness. I see it as a vehicle, you know, for expansion. And I try to don't see it anymore as this little kind of Walt Disney fantasy, romantic fantasy, because I see it just doesn't work, because I see it's a lie, because I see, at least in my life and most of the people I've seen around me, this 99% of the cases just doesn't work. Maybe it works in very old couples, or even in India it's quite a bit different, like very old traditional marriages, they kind of work very well. But it's different. I think the software, the bottom software is the same. It's just a different, it's like not the 2.1, 2.2, 2.4, but it's maybe the point, you know, there are different versions of the same softwares. So they maybe have an older software and they have a different set of rules, and maybe it's just a different society, but they're also changing. They're also changing. So I think all this freedom we have right now is also responsible of these problems in relationship, let's say. It's, man, the world is changing. It's changing. We have to accept it, man. We have to accept it. That's the point of the video. The point of the video, the key of the video is just accepting that it works the way it works. You know, you're not gonna be mad if the sun goes down at the end of the day. You know, it's just the way it is. Oh, I would like the sun up in the sky all day long because I think it should be this way. Like, who are you, man? God made it this way, and let's you know, accept it. So that's the point of the video, to just accept this human nature the way it is, male, female. And in this video I just talked about female nature because I'm mainly talking with guys, but we are the same. We have the same programs. It's the same. And being able to step above that, it's a life mission, and to detach from that and not having our ego so involved, and be able to actually like love unconditionally. And that's a big goal, man. Big goal. Whatever is happening, big goal. And that's the man I want to be. I want to be free inside. I want to be loving. I want to explode of joy. I want to care about other people. I want to be very like forgiving and loving and open. And I don't want to be fucking alpha crazy achiever guy. I don't want to be that. And I would rather be without any girl than to be a person that I'm not. Peace, brothers.